Go.
All right. In addition to, we're talking about softball here. The March polls were just released. Nothing really changed. We've got the top 4 stayed the same. Arkansas State, Illinois, Air Force, and Florida all stayed the same. So I really do think that that's going to make a big change after all the March conference games are played and we see that poll in April. We'll definitely see some changes there. In addition to that, the weather's warming up all across the country, not just down here in sunny Florida, but we will see more conference games played. And Craig and I were just talking, we're hoping to have quite a few conferences clinched within the next 2 to 3 weeks. So a big reminder to all those softball teams out there, the roster freeze deadline is April 1st. So make sure if you're adding any players to get them registered on the website and send in that academic eligibility letter before April 1st. So that's about it. Let's go to Craig, and he's got an update on some sponsors we got going on here.
Yep, so...
What's going on, Craig?
It's going good. It's going good. Wasn't prepared for the for this much sunshine and heat. First day got a little cooked out here in the sun.
What do you mean?
My nose, it healed up, but it looked like I put my nose in the oven and cooked it. It wasn't pretty, but I learned my lesson. After my second day here, I loaded up on sunscreen, put about 5 coats on a day. So yeah, it's beautiful down here, and I'm having a good time, and it's good baseball and softball. So it's good stuff down here.
What are you drinking over there?
We are drinking some Red Bull.
Where'd you get that from?
Sponsor of our spring training. We got, I don't know if you can see the Red Bull we got available to teams. We got a jug that we fill up. So teams after games, they come over, they grab a free Red Bull on us.
What flavor we got?
We are working with some cherry, the new cherry edition.
Ooh.
Very good, very good. But yeah, we got free Red Bull. Teams love it. I love it. Staff loves it. So yeah, thanks to Red Bull. So let's go over to some Rawlings stuff. Right now we are in the 35% discount period for baseball and softball. If your team needs more extra baseballs, extra softballs, for regionals are coming up, a lot of conference games are coming up now with the weather warming up across the U.S. as Sav just said. Order your baseballs now. They take about a week to get an order in and out to your teams, so please get those in now. And of course, we have 35% discount off baseball and softball, equipment, uniforms, apparel. If you guys need any of that stuff, extra unis for new guys or new girls who join your team, get that in immediately so we can get that going for you. Now I'm going to talk some Rawlings football. It's their bigger discount of the year for Rawlings football, 35% off, which is the biggest discount all year. So football teams, I know we got a couple new teams coming aboard this year, joining the NCFA. So if you guys need helmets, shoulder pads, leg pads, uniforms, apparel, now is the time to get them. Again, you can email me, call me, and I'll shoot you over the Rawlings catalog.
What's your phone number, Craig, real quick?
Phone number is 412-715-2107. Email is my first name, Craig.Budzik, B-U-D-Z-I-K, @coolclubsports.com. So yeah, if you guys need any of that stuff, any football teams, please get that in now before the season starts. Get that taken care of so you knock that out and don't have to worry about equipment or any of that stuff. So yeah, it's good if we get that in early. So yeah, so be on the lookout for that. Now we're going to switch it over to some basketball news. Right now we have 2 weeks left in the regular season for the NCBBA. And things are heating up. We have 3 teams that have clinched a spot to go to the National Championship Tournament, which is in Pittsburgh at LaRoche College. And those 3 teams are West Virginia, Lewis University, and Syracuse. So congrats to those 3 teams for locking up a spot to go to LaRoche and compete in the tournament. Yeah, we got 5 more spots open to the conference winners. And yeah, things are heating up in there. I know my conference, Lewis is in my conference, and they're really excited to go. It'll be their second year attending the national championship. They had a great experience last year. And I could tell from my experience last year, it was a great time. Really competitive basketball was played. And then ultimately Virginia Tech took home the national championship. So again, we're looking for another very competitive tournament this year in La Roche. Great facilities there, locker rooms, everything you want. So yeah, that's going to be the national championships from April 10th to the 12th.
And what's the layout of that tournament, Craig? You said you were there last year.
Yeah.
What's like the tournament style?
Tournament style, we're going 8 teams, which is 8 conference winners, and then the 8 conference winners, they compete in a double elimination tournament. So we'll take those 8 teams, they'll all play on April 10th, and from there we'll do a double elimination tournament until one team remains. So yeah, great time. Like I said, I was there last year. I can't wait to get back there this year and see what the teams have this year. Like I said, last year was very competitive. I was really impressed with not only Virginia Tech, but every team that competed in there. They all were really good, were very respectful, played the game the right way, and yeah, I'm looking for the same thing this year. So I'm excited, and I can't wait to see what who makes it. Those 5 spots are up for grabs right now, so it's going to be heating up in the NCBBA. So yeah, that is all I have for basketball. Now I'm going to pass it off to Kelsey to talk some more.
Hey guys, I was just behind the camera. You may or may not have known that, but I will take a seat. Savannah can get the scenic, picturesque background that's been here. This is my 2nd year down at spring training, and probably all that are back there watching our Twitter feed or looking on Facebook, you can see the pretty blue skies that we've been tweeting about. Sorry if you haven't been here. We're having lots of fun. Anyway, but like Savannah said, we've seen a ton of great baseball. A couple of new teams down here, which is always exciting. That's one of my favorite parts is we call it our spiel. We go up to the new teams and we talk to them and tell them to behave and have fun, and they all seem like giddy schoolgirls their first day of school or something. But it's been a good time down here so far. Knock on wood, we haven't had any of the R word at all. No rain, beautiful weather. But I'm going to put on a few different hats in addition to updating you on spring training and talk to you about club football, since Sandy can't be here back in the offices of Pittsburgh. Club football update, just a couple for you here. The updated ballot results have been posted to the NCFA website. So if you're an NCFA team and you haven't seen those yet, you want to make sure that you get to the website and you look at those. I know Sandy has emailed out a few as well, but they're up there if you haven't seen them. Next big update, the conference schedules are out for the NCFA. So if any of you NCFA teams are at home watching this and you haven't seen your conference schedule, make sure you look. I know that we had a couple of teams that were interested in scheduling some non-conference games, but they wanted to wait until their conference schedule came out. Make sure that you see that schedule on the NCFA website before you do anything else. Last but not least, we do have an update from Scott Hoffman, who is our official fall kickoff NCFA guy. As far as I know, he has 6 teams that are all set to play at Coppin State University in the fall. I believe it's a date in September, but I'm not positive on that. But there's 3 matchups. There's going to be 3 games. They're going to do Miami versus Coppin, which is a rematch of the 2013 National Championship game. It's going to be UW Milwaukee versus James Madison, or George Mason, sorry about that, and Ohio State versus Longwood. So 3 NCFA football games. I believe all of these teams are in different conferences, so it's going to be a good fall kickoff pitted against each other. We'll see a lot of great matchups, and I know Scott will have some more information for everybody on that on the NCFA Facebook page and the website in the weeks to come. If anybody has any questions about any NCFA related items going on, feel free to email either Scott Hoffman or Sandy Sanderson. They'll take care of you, and they know much more about it than I do. But like I said, just wearing a few hats so we can get all you club football guys updated today. Next, fundraising. It's always a great time to fundraise. There's never a reason that you don't need to fundraise. So if your team needs money, or you're sitting at school right now and thinking, dang, I really wish that we had extra money to buy uniforms. All these teams down at spring training look so much cooler than our team. You should start a fundraiser. There's lots of different fundraising platforms that we have. My favorite one is fundraiser.com, spelled Fundrazr. All you have to do is go on the website. It's very similar to any kind of other online campaign you might have used, and it's cheaper too. They don't take as much of your money as those GoFundMe people. If you want to go on fundraiser.com, you just type in help club softball make it to the World Series, put in an email address and put in a PayPal account, and you can start receiving donations in less than 5 minutes. We've had quite a few teams that have been really successful with that recently. Both the Temple Club softball and the Temple Club baseball teams raised around $1,000 in less than a couple of weeks. So if your team needs help, get on that. Additionally, if y'all watched the last Sweet 301 or the one before that, I started talking about a new fundraising platform we have called Pledge It, and that's a fundraiser that actually is attached to your team's performance. So what you can do is you can ask your grandparents, your family members, your friends and fans to pledge a small amount of money, say $2, and that $2 pledge, they will give $2 for every hit that you have, for every tackle that you make, for every touchdown you score, whatever you want it to be, and basically you'll raise more money based on how well your team does. So it's not only an incentive for your team to get out there and get after it, but it's also an incentive for fans to come watch you play and fans to come see how you do based on how much money they want to give you. So you can kind of finagle it how you want. But we really want to get some teams started with that. It's great for a bunch of rival series or any tournaments that y'all have coming up. Let me know if anybody wants to get involved and I can get you started. It's www.pldgit.com. Last but certainly not least, since we are at an NCBA event and Christian Smith is not here, Missy Smids, hope you're keeping it real back in Pittsburgh. The NCBA update, the polls are going to be coming out tomorrow for D1. Make sure you look out, because if I know anything about baseball, which Smids would probably argue that I don't, but being down at spring training, there's a lot of teams down here, like Samantha said, that are in the top 15, in the top 20, in and out, that I really think are going to be moving around after they played some big games down here. I know that, the people on the voting poll take these games very seriously, as do we. This is the first time we've been able to see a lot of the teams. So keep an eye out for those polls tomorrow. I am interested to see what happens Thursday. They come out Thursday. Today is Tuesday. New teams as well. Christian's been working really hard to get some new teams on board. He's got the University of Washington and Gonzaga University joining the NCBA for next season. So props to them. We're happy to have you. And the roster freeze, Christian wanted me to remind everybody, the NCBA roster freeze is April 15th. And what that means is after April 15th, no NCBA team may add a player to their roster. So if you're a club president out there watching this, or you're on a team, or you want to be on a team, make sure that your president has you registered on your team roster on the NCBA website before April 15th. And if you don't know what that means, give one of us a call or send your regional director an email and we'll explain it to you. But April 15th, keep that in your head. That's the last day you can add anyone to your team. Last but certainly not least, like Savannah said for softball, if you are a baseball team right now and you're already playing or you're getting ready to start playing conference play, make sure that you have your weekly submission forms and your Player of the Week nominations sent in on a timely manner, because that's awesome. Why not get recognized on the NCBA website if your player did a good thing? We want to post your scores and statistics, and we want them all to be right. That's all we have from the press box. We are going to attempt, fingers crossed, to take all of you watching back home. There's probably only 3 of you right now, but we're going to try and get a couple more. We are going to take you on a coveted golf cart ride around the spring training facilities. Here we go. These.
I'll get on the back.
This is the golf cart. This is our golf cart. I will drive. Where are you going to go? Okay, so right now we're at Field 8. This is right in front of us. And Kansas State is playing Ohio State D2. We're going to put it in reverse.
Ohio State D1.
Ohio State D1. What do I know? Kansas State and Ohio State D1. We're going to put it in reverse, so sorry if there's a little bit of a bump, but we're going to take you around. Feel free to narrate along with me, guys, if you see anything. Right over here in front of us, this is where we just came out of, that we were doing our show. This is what we call our home press box. We've got our t-shirts displayed for everybody, and we keep scores down here for everybody so that they can see. If you look over to Field 8 right now, we've got quite a few parents that come down and make the trip. Say hi, parents. Hi, parents. Oh, that's okay. But we keep the schedules and scores up so that everybody can see and keep them in a timely manner. Now we'll head over to Field 9. That's where another game's going on. We have to do a little loop around though.
Here's our Red Bull. Red Bull jug.
Pretty warm out. Did you put sunscreen on?
I did not. It's my last day. Might as well go back with the tan.
It's your last day.
Last day.
So if anybody from home can't really make it out, these are what we call blue skies. There's not a cloud in the sky. That's completely blue. Can you see that? Can you see that? Okay, great.
I can see it.
These are what we call green trees, healthy trees.
Beautiful green trees.
And this over here is the middle of Mike Sanso Community Park. The baseball fields that we use are in a community park surrounded, so there are a couple other people that come in and out of here all day, but we're really lucky with the staff and the facility here, and you know, we work around it to play some good baseball. And Sav, do you know who we have over here on Field 9?
We've got Iowa State playing Kentucky over here on Field 9.
Good matchup, though. And if you want to get that, that's a palm tree, guys, right in front of the baseball field. That's a palm tree. So we'll go up not too close here because we don't want to interrupt, but if you see right in front of us, this is Field 9 then, and we've got Iowa State and Kentucky playing.
Oh, nice spot.
And this is basically our view for the month. So all you back home, we're sorry that you couldn't join us, but we wish you could. Thank you so much for watching, and happy March.
See you guys.